On Blake Lively's claims that she was allegedly harassed by this guy when they shot the movie, It Ends With Us, a film about domestic violence. She was just an actress in it, and to the point where this guy was in the basement at his own movie's premiere. And that what in fact happened was...
The controversy surrounding It Ends With Us, the film adaptation of Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel, has escalated into one of Hollywood's most dramatic legal battles. What was initially a highly anticipated movie starring Blake Lively and directed by Justin Baldoni has turned into a media circus filled with lawsuits, accusations, and speculation about possible jail time for Lively. At the center of this storm are allegations of defamation, creative clashes, and even potential falsified evidence that could have major legal repercussions.
On Blake Lively's claims that she was allegedly harassed by this guy when they shot the movie, It Ends With Us, a film about domestic violence. You guys were the ones out there generating negative press against Justin. You guys were the ones who were trying to ruin Justin.
Conflict has divided fans, industry insiders, and even mainstream media, particularly after a New York Times article that some claim unfairly targeted Baldoni. Meanwhile, Baldoni has taken an unprecedented step by launching a website containing 168 pages of documents and text messages aimed at proving his innocence. As the legal battle intensifies, many are wondering if the behind-the-scenes drama will forever overshadow the film, and whether Lively's career could take a serious hit if the allegations against her hold weight. To understand how we got to this point, it's important to look at the origins of this project. It Ends With Us is a novel that has captivated millions of readers with its emotional depth, tackling themes of domestic violence, trauma, and healing. When news broke that it was being adapted into a film, fans had high expectations. Many believed that Baldoni, known for his heartfelt directorial approach, was the right person to bring this sensitive story to the big screen. Meanwhile, the casting of Blake Lively as the lead character, Lily Bloom, was met with mixed reactions. Some fans felt she was too old for the role, while others worried that her on-screen presence and past performances wouldn't capture the raw vulnerability of the character. From the very start of production, whispers of tension between Baldoni and Lively began circulating. Insiders reported creative differences, with Baldoni pushing for a faithful and emotionally raw adaptation, while Lively allegedly wanted a more mainstream, commercial approach with elements of humor. Fans first noticed red flags when leaked photos from the set depicted Lively in high-fashion outfits that many felt clashed with the book's serious themes. The backlash was swift, with readers fearing that the film was being turned into a glossy, romanticized version of the novel rather than an honest portrayal of its difficult subject matter. These creative clashes soon turned into outright hostility between the film's key players. Lively reportedly felt that she was being excluded from major decisions regarding the film's direction, while Baldoni insisted that he was only trying to maintain the novel's integrity. The conflict escalated to a point where, according to reports, Baldoni was forced to isolate himself during the film's premiere, while Lively and her team allegedly worked to control the film's public narrative. At one point, it was even rumored that Ryan Reynolds, Lively's husband, had become involved in the dispute, allegedly advising her on comedic elements to make the film more appealing to general audiences. However, once fans criticized the adaptation's tone, any mention of Reynolds' involvement seemingly disappeared. By the time the film was released, the behind-the-scenes drama had overshadowed any discussion of its artistic merits. Critics and audiences were largely unimpressed, with many calling the adaptation a tonal mess. Reviewers pointed out that the film failed to capture the novel's raw emotional intensity, instead delivering an inconsistent mix of heartfelt moments and misplaced humor. Fans of the book felt betrayed, arguing that the story's most powerful elements had been diluted in favor of commercial appeal. Box office numbers reflected this disappointment, with the film underperforming and failing to make a significant impact. As if the critical and commercial failure of the movie wasn't enough, legal battles soon took center stage.
On Blake Lively's claims that she was allegedly harassed by this guy when they shot the movie, It Ends With Us, a film about domestic violence. From Blake Lively, comparing herself...
Baldoni shocked the industry by filing a defamation lawsuit against Lively, claiming that she had deliberately spread falsehoods about him in an effort to damage his career and reputation. According to Baldoni, Lively painted him as a controlling and aggressive director who refused to let her have creative input. He argued that these claims not only harmed him personally but also played a role in the film's poor reception. The lawsuit was seen as unusually aggressive for Hollywood, where behind-the-scenes disputes are often handled more discreetly. Lively quickly countered with her own lawsuit, accusing Baldoni of bullying her on set and preventing her from fully expressing her creative vision. What had started as a film controversy was now a full-scale legal war, with both parties refusing to back down. The lawsuits became a major topic in entertainment news, with fans and commentators taking sides. Some supported Baldoni, believing he was a passionate director who had been unfairly vilified. Others sided with Lively, arguing that she had been mistreated and silenced. In an unprecedented move, Baldoni launched a website dedicated to the lawsuit, publishing over 168 pages of documents, text messages, and production emails that he claimed proved his innocence. Among the evidence were messages that allegedly showed Lively pushing for comedic elements that Baldoni believed undermined the film's emotional weight. Other texts reportedly revealed that Lively backtracked on her creative decisions after facing backlash from fans. The website quickly gained traction, with industry insiders and fans poring over the evidence to determine who was telling the truth. The situation became even more explosive when the New York Times published a feature article that many felt was biased in favor of Lively. The article portrayed Baldoni as a domineering director who had refused to collaborate with Lively, fueling the perception that he had mistreated her. Baldoni supporters immediately cried foul, accusing the publication of cherry-picking facts and ignoring key evidence from his website. Some even suggested that Lively's team had influenced the article's narrative behind the scenes. The backlash against the New York Times was swift, with social media users debating whether the publication had unfairly targeted Baldoni. The most shocking development, however, came with rumors that Lively had submitted falsified evidence in her countersuit against Baldoni. If proven, this could have serious legal consequences, including potential perjury or obstruction of justice charges. While legal experts dismissed the idea of Lively serving a full 5-year sentence as unlikely, they acknowledged that the allegations could seriously impact her career and reputation. Some even speculated that if Baldoni's team could prove their case, Lively might be forced to issue a public apology or face financial penalties. The controversy has also cast a shadow over Ryan Reynolds, who, while not directly involved in the lawsuits, has been mentioned in discussions about the film's comedic tone. Sources suggest that Lively frequently consulted Reynolds for input on the film, particularly on how to add humor to certain scenes. However, once the adaptation was criticized for straying from the book's emotional weight, any references to Reynolds' involvement were quickly scrubbed from public discussion. While it's unclear whether Reynolds will be drawn into the lawsuits, the fact that his name keeps coming up has only added another layer of intrigue to the story. For fans of It Ends With Us, the entire situation has been deeply disappointing. Many had hoped that the film would bring the novel's powerful message to a wider audience, but instead, the project has been tainted by scandal. What was meant to be a story about resilience and healing has turned into a public spectacle filled with legal battles and personal attacks. The film's failure has also raised questions about the risks of adapting beloved books into movies, especially when creative disagreements between key players can lead to disastrous results. As the lawsuits continue to unfold, there are many lingering questions. Will the parties reach a settlement, or will this battle drag on in court? Will more damaging evidence emerge, further tarnishing the reputations of those involved? And perhaps most importantly, will the novel's legacy survive this debacle, or will it forever be associated with the controversy? Hollywood has seen many scandals before, but this one is shaping up to be one of the most sensational in recent memory. One thing is certain: this story is far from over. With new developments emerging almost daily, it's clear that the drama surrounding It Ends With Us will continue to dominate headlines. As fans and industry insiders await the next chapter in this unfolding saga, all eyes remain on Baldoni and Lively to see how they will navigate the fallout. Will they find a way to salvage their careers and reputations, or will this legal battle define their legacies? Only time will tell. If you want to stay updated on this explosive controversy, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. More secrets are bound to come to light, and you won't want to miss a single detail.